Alright, we return to the combat in the crumbling lab beneath Osberg, rising above the blood pools. And Abel, I believe it is your turn. Top of the round.
Okay.
Top of the round to ya.
I'm gonna shout to Eileen and Phelan, bring her down, and point at Kiona. I'm gonna spend 2 more leadership dice to put the mark on her, the rallying mark, and that is, and Eileen and Phelan each get an extra attack. And that's action and a bonus. I don't particularly want to move, so I think I'm good to stand here.
Alright. Seymour is going to come over here. He's going to heal Galahadron for 7.
Much appreciated.
Oh, they also need to make their wisdom saving throw. And with you there, then they're good. Alright. Galahadron, you are up.
All right, we're going to scoot up 1. And Boog is currently grappled with Squeeb, right?
He does not currently have anyone grappled.
He doesn't have anyone grappled.
He merely punched Squeeb very hard. I also misread the stat block. The grapple is when he does his gore charge. The grapple was impaled on his front nose horn. So, Squeeb he just punched.
Squeeb he just punched. Thank goodness for Squeeb. Yeah. Let's see. Forced. I also don't want that owl to blow me off the side. Forced movement doesn't generate an opportunity attack.
No, it does not.
All right. I would like to grab Squeeb, and I would like to disengage and walk backwards over here. So that none of us can be pushed off the edge. And then I want to put Squeeb behind me. Okay. That's great. Right there. Yeah. And that's my turn for now. It's not. Oh, as my free action, I'd like to taunt. No, I'd like to point. No. I'm going to panic and not say anything, I think. That's my turn.
All right.
Done that.
Balin.
I'm going to fire on Miss Thang twice. Twice? Assuming that's what
Yep, you get
Abel gave me?
If you take the attack action, you get an extra attack.
That hits.
I was going to say, I assume 21 hits.
And that hits. Go ahead and roll that.
Beautiful bean footage.
The leadership dice for the mark.
Oh.
There you go. Her form is the form that she has made out of the essence of death is starting to sort of drift away in black smoke as if she is, bleeding essence.
I will then spend 2 psi points and let Gus attack the pig. Let Gus attack Bebop there.
Cowboy?
No, the pig from that's gonna miss. The pig from Ninja Turtles.
Oh, Boog. He actually looks like the Rhino from Ninja Turtles. So I forget which one.
Rocksteady.
Yeah. Surprisingly, he does. Like, you put a rhino head on a gorilla body, that very much looks like Rocksteady.
I mean, yeah, that's Rocksteady for you.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that'll do me.
All right.
Is it really rampaging?
What?
What
was that?
It says Boog's rampaging.
Oh, yes.
Oh my.
No, not yet. I accidentally clicked that. No. What is Boog's rampage? Oh, he is rampaging. Yeah. Yeah, he is rampaging. Because you destroyed one of the other abominations, so his attacks deal 2 more additional damage. All right. What is this?
I feel like abomination's kind of a pejorative.
That is the scientific term. Regardless, Sarah's gonna fly up this way. And what is the range on this? 30 feet. Yep, so they're going to hit all of you with this one. They're going to unleash a Mind Scream. There. So everybody needs to make a DC 14 int save. You can just click on that button that says it.
Oh, that's the construct. Can we call it? Or do you? I mean, he made it.
You're fine. You take half damage on a success, and enable you still fail even with your +5.
That's half damage down.
Nope, didn't mean to do that.
You didn't say either way, so half damage down it is.
And it's psychic damage for you as well, so it's halved again.
Oh, for me?
Yep.
Love it.
Do the dogs need to make a saving throw?
The dogs also need to make saving throws.
Okay.
Yep, so 15 on a fail and 7 on a success. Alright.
I'll shout out to Abel and tell him that I'm running low on temporary hit points.
Phelan, how'd you move? Or you moved on your turn?
Marrow,
I didn't move.
Or I can't select.
Yep. There you go.
Thank you.
He got all up in Boo's business. So.
Okay.
All right. And then he is going to. Yes. Ow. And he's going to go here and sort of try and stand in between the flying Alina and Kiona. Alright, it's Kiona's turn. Kiona is going to use a villain action. Vitality Drain. Who?
The ghost? Have at it.
Any ally within 60 feet, which is,
that ought to do it.
I believe both of them. 1, 2, because he killed the third. Yep. They can make a... Oh, wait, I didn't move them right. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. They can make a melee attack. I'm gonna slam on Scrap.
It's my band name.
And they heal for the amount that they... Oh, wait, no. No, they don't. Creature hit by one of these attacks gains a level of exhaustion. So Scrap takes 15 damage. Exhaustion doesn't matter because it's Scrap. And then... misses on Alina. Alright.
Can you can't like assist with AC.
No, you
That's not
cannot.
a thing. Okay.
No.
If only that.
Otherwise, Kiona is going to energy siphon on the Echo, which misses. We're going to try and energy siphon. How many did they get? They get 2. Wow, they mess with both. They suck. Is there anything else that they can do? Oh, they can also just move through the Echo's space and deal damage to it and kill it. They didn't need to make their attacks on it. So, with their corrupting phasing. All right. So 16 damage to the Echo. And then their... How much movement do they have? They have 60 feet of fly. They've moved 10. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. There we go. All right. Squeeb's turn.
Give him help, Squeeb.
So, wisdom save for Squeeb. Squeeb succeeds because of Galahadrin's help.
Huzzah.
And in celebration, Squeeb is going to throw a dagger at Boog. Boog. He's going to miss. Alright, Boog's turn. Boog is going to... How many do they get? Do they get 2? Yeah, they get 2. Gonna hit Dirt. And it's gonna hit Scrap. So misses on Dirt and hits Scrap for 11. Alright, Marrow.
If Scrap dies,
he goes into your shadow and you get him back on a long rest. Like the same thing as Dirt.
Rest. Okay.
Or whatever the rules for Dirt are, it's the same rules for Scrap.
So, I have a question.
Yeah.
How does if somebody is grappled, can they still make attacks?
Yes. Grappling does nothing to attacks. If your grapple also makes them restrained, then they have advantage on attacks they make. But grapple by itself does nothing to attacks. It just reduces their speed to 0, basically.
Okay, so there's no point in grappling if you're just gonna stand there and.
It keeps him from moving, but it looks like he has no inclination of moving.
I mean, he's not gonna go anywhere when he's got some juicy dogs to punch.
Exactly. And he loves punching dogs.
Okay, because knocking somebody prone doesn't get me any. Knocking him prone won't get me anything either, right?
Melee attacks on prone targets are with advantage. So if you knock him prone on the first attack, your follow-ups will have advantage.
And he has to use his movement speed to stand up?
Yeah, but it's, he's not using that movement anyways. So, but he wouldn't be able to stand up until it's his turn, and he just took his turn. So.
Okay. I know I ask this every time, but it's just because I do forget exactly how they work.
5e is not consistent, so...
Where's... There we go. Excuse me. So there's realistically no way that I'm going to be able to hit these other 2 people because they're all...
They're flying, yeah.
Arboreal.
One's a bird, the other's a ghost.
So I guess we unfortunately just kind of have to try to kill this guy. Okay, sorry. I'm cooking. I think... What is this charge? 5 ferocity. Okay. Grof's going to charge to nowhere. And it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Why?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Because we don't want it to.
Did Scrap disengage?
Or I guess he can just disengage.
Yeah, you
And
can.
not have
Scrap
to-
can, as an action, can disengage and not provoke opportunity attacks.
Oh,
yes.
okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone can do that, including your pets.
Okay, well,
You
he's
just-
gonna go over there then, and we'll
Yep.
save the thing.
Okay.
So then I started biting.
That hits.
Okay.
That one misses.
So if Scrap disengages, that uses my bonus action, right?
Yeah, you bonus action to tell him.
Okay.
What? Yeah.
All right. That's it then.
Yep. Because his default, if you don't use a bonus action to tell him to do something, his default is dodge, I believe. So. All right, Alina. You got a weird owl bat thing in your face.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Hurt him. Actually, hold on. Hold that thought. I'm gonna take the opportunity attack.
Okay. Yep, 6 damage. There's nothing additional on that. It's just claws.
I'm back in her fucking face. I will not be stopped. Curse you. And then 1. Oops. 2. 3.
Yep, those last 2 hit. She's looking rough.
And I'm gonna say, tell them to stop. You're clearly losing. Tell them to stop fighting. Please.
You cannot stop Progress's march. She coughs up some smoke as if it's like, and it's thick like blood. Alright, Abel.
Can you hit her from here, Phelan? Phelan, can you hear me? You're using a longbow, right?
Yeah, I can get her. Oh yeah, I can get her.
Okay. Then I'm going to cheerlead Phelan and... Let's see, I really would like to get the damage in on her before she has a chance to take her turn. You're gonna Sunbeam? Okay.
Me?
Yeah, maybe. No, Galahadrin.
Oh. Look, I don't have a sunbeam. I got a fireball.
Fun, if not just a big ball of fire.
It doesn't seem like the moment for a fireball. Which is not the most wizard thing to say, but I'm also not a wizard.
Alright, well I'm gonna give Phelan an attack, and I'm gonna take a pot shot at her with Betrayal. Because she is just inside my range. For 11.
That hits.
And then I'm gonna use my last real leadership die to put a rallying mark on her.
Did you want to do that before the hit?
Well, I can't benefit off of it, right? I can't heal from it.
Oh, you can't. Okay.
So.
Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, that's a special thing for if they don't use it. Okay.
You can't benefit off your own leadership die?
Nope.
I can't heal off of my own rallying mark, no.
You can't hype yourself up?
Nope.
That's bullshit.
That was action bonus. So I'm done. Yep.
Seymour heals Galahadrin for another 7. And succeeds on the saving throw. Maintains their composure. And Galahadrin.
I'm adding health. 1 second. There we go. All right, foul specter, release these servants from your hold. I'm gonna put a sunbeam on Kiona.
Okay. Is that at the start of their turn, sort of thing?
We established it's right now.
Yep.
And once per round maximum.
Gotcha.
Last time we discussed this.
Okay. I will do it now. They fail that. They're just gonna scream in pain.
It's radiant damage.
They take an additional 1 damage, and Galhadron heals for 1.
Obligations. That's what I meant to say. Release your servants from their
Was
obligations.
I supposed to heal for 4 when I did damage last time, Jack?
Yeah, but you have temp HP, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
at full,
Yeah.
So.
Are you hurt?
No, but I gotta make sure.
I will say this: they're not immune to it because they're immune to a lot of different damage types that you guys have not bothered with. So, and resistant to a bunch of others. All right. Anything else, Galahadron?
She's no longer marked, by the way, because I just did the 1 extra damage.
All right. She is looking rough. Phelan.
All right. Why am I so zoomed in? Yep, we will fire on that woman twice. Did that hit? Did it work? No?
The first shot lands in her chest, and the black death essence body that she has surrounded herself with breaks apart, leaving this shimmering crystal, just barely bigger than a fist, hovering in the air, just radiating sparks of lightning. And that crystal, as the body of death magic falls away from her, the crystal zooms over and embeds itself.
Wait, the crystal is entering the sunbeam for the first time on this round, so it must make it.
Well, that would have been what the. Here's the problem with doing it the way that we did it.
Because you're the one who did it that way.
I know. It takes the damage. That is fine. It's gonna fail that saving throw because it's a crystal and doesn't have constitution. It flies into this orrery and sort of slips into the glass with a ripple effect, and the orrery starts to spin and spark and turn blue. But Kiona's body is destroyed, and it looks like her soul has gone into this orrery, and she screams, "You will not stop this! You cannot! Progress cannot be stopped! He requires it!"
Can I do a real quick Arcana check to see if that makes any fucking sense to me?
Yeah.
Nope.
You know enough Arcana to know that this is less an arcane thing and more like a soul magic thing.
Got it. Okay. So. Can I see the crystal, or am I just looking at a glass pillar?
The machine itself. There's a crystal inside of it that's doing something to the machine, trying to continue whatever mechanism is going on in here now that the body has been erased.
Destroy it. You've got another attack.
Yeah, I guess. I'm going to shoot at that.
Okay.
We'll use her again.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, your arrow pierces through it. The glass breaks, it sparks and stutters. This thing is a very fragile arcane device. Your single shot that has gone through it has severely damaged it, but it is not yet completely destroyed.
Okay. Then we will. Christ, this is so many points. We'll put him as close to in it as possible, and he will attack it.
Okay. Up. Your construct flies towards it and just. Nope, better metaphor. The bird flies into the glass and just shatters it completely. Because I had to filter that. Yeah, you destroy the device, and there is a faint psychic scream as it is destroyed, and Kiona's spirit is broken away from what is controlling the abominations. And as the last sort of gibberish echo fades, the green light that was in the two surviving abominations' eyes dwindle, and they stare around looking confused.
I don't suppose anybody has a spare the dying situation.
Is
He's dead. He's dead.
He's not making death saves. He's dead.
Nope.
Dead.
He's dead. And on Sarah's turn, we're just going to fly over to this perch, and they're just going to sit there. Squeeb no longer needs to make a run. Squeeb is going to be, I don't feel her. I think she's gone. And Boog is just going to look around at the dogs and is going to be like, you hurt me. And it's going to take a punch at Marrow and a punch at Dirt.
Oh, we're still in. Okay.
All right. Marrow, this thing it looks like it's no longer mind controlled, but it recognized that you have been attacking it, so it is continuing to attack you.
I just want to instead of attacking, I just want to grapple it.
Okay. Go ahead and
I want both Dirt and Marrow to do it, so I don't know if
let's go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage. Because you're both doing it. And I think I think, but he's still flailing his arms around. You've got him held where it's going to be difficult for him to punch, but you have not. He is big and strong. Yeah. So I'm going to say that I'm going to say he's grappled for the purposes of the effect. So. All right. Okay. Anything else?
No, they're just trying to restrain him.
All right. Alina.
Seymour, you want to explain to him the situation?
When it's Seymour's turn, you can talk to him about it. Alina, are you doing anything?
I'm gonna come over here.
Okay.
What is his name?
The big one?
Yeah.
Boog.
Boog, we are friends of Seymour, please. I know we hurt you, and for that I am genuinely sorry. Please.
Go ahead and make a persuasion.
Persuasion.
Seymour will give you advantage on that.
Advantage.
Seymour is just like, Boog, you can trust her words. She is here to help us. And Boog just sort of looks at Seymour, looks at you, looks at the two dogs, and just kind of slumps his shoulders. And that is the end of the combat. As both neither Boog nor Sarah are still fighting.
Yeah. I'll let go of him.
Okay, we're going to walk over there gingerly and get an inspection going.
All right.
What the hell was that?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. I was like, what am I rolling?
I'm gonna heal Boog.
Thank you. That's a little better.
Oh my gods, I can't believe I forgot to put an icon for this. What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Terrible.
He's forgetting icons at very least.
Terrible.
Yeah.
We'll forgive you for an inspiration.
No.
Fair enough.
Alright, this will work. You find in the middle of this wrecked device, free of the wisps of death and soul that were surrounding it, the blue crystal. It is... There you go. It's on the ground there. There we go. Okay.
I'm going to take this. Not that I have any idea what it does.
If you click on it, it does. I could read it out.
I also can identify objects.
I am assuming that you are identifying a Galahadron.
Okay. Here, I'll read it out for you. Crackling blue sparks drip from this faceted blue gem. While attuned to this item during an extended rest, you may study one set of tools you own. At the end of the extended rest, the tools are destroyed and you gain proficiency in tools of that type.
Oh, very nice.
This thing eats tools.
So, I'd like to borrow that.
It's more like while learning how to use them, you destroy them, but you learn how to use them by just intense trial and error, flavor-wise.
Yeah, the cube eats tools.
Yep. Over back on the cliff, the sort of bird, bat, lizard fang is just like, Seymour, what are they? What are they? They are mortals. No. Usurpers? I don't like them, Seymour. What are they doing here? Seymour's, peace, sir. Peace. Boog, let me tend your wounds. Boog sort of lumbers over.
Wait, am I a usurper?
Sir, you're
I would like to
the flying one?
Yes, I am. Why do you smell like them? You terrible thing. I don't know what you smell like.
If it's any consolation, it would seem I'm just as much a victim of hers as you are.
Go ahead and make a persuasion roll. DC 20.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Hopefully, because I got +0.
I'm looking really honest.
Galahadron, go ahead and roll yourself. Just roll. Holy shit.
All right.
Well, Galahadron kept your foot from your mouth.
Oh, that's not like great. All right.
No, I don't trust them. Don't trust. And Scare just flies far away. I think faster than any of you can stop.
I wouldn't even try.
Does anyone try?
Nope.
Alina would call out to him.
Oh yeah, let me just start flying.
Forcing someone to stay in place is not exactly how you build their trust.
A jailbreak is what we wanted. Sir leaving? That's a success.
Boog just sort of looks around and is like, where'd Sarah go? Where's Clark? Oh, Clark dead. Oh well. Clark weak. Oh well.
Well, hey, is that really how you feel about Clark?
Peace, Boo. And Seymour sort of walks over to Clar. Whoa, all right.
Sorry.
Seymour's like, are any of you alchemists or wizards of that type?
I'm an alchemist.
Skill with harvesting essences.
And that'll work.
Come here quickly before all is lost.
Okay.
Clar is dead, but the essences that composed him can still be made of use. I will assist you in the extraction. So, I'm going to need, and anybody can make this roll, so you guys decide between yourselves which one to use. Either Arcane, Religion, or... Yeah, I think Arcane, Religion, trying to see if there's any other skills, or if there's any other skill that you can pitch to me as harvesting the essence from Clar's body. The better your check, the higher the rank of item you're going to get.
I have a +7 to religion.
If you pass a 10, it'll be uncommon. 15, rare. 20, very rare. 25, legendary.
Wow.
One of you may make this check with advantage.
Okay.
I have a +7 to religion. That's the highest of those I got.
On my skills that are higher than +7 are like not relevant, like persuasion and stuff. So
handling. Listen, is he an animal?
He used to be an animal.
What's your animal handling?
He used to be many animals.
+9.
That's pretty good.
Yep. It's class
Do you have
bonus.
bless or guidance?
I will say in this particular instance, that could be valid.
I mean, I'm willing to take the shot. If you want to allow it.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I
Go
would
for
allow
it.
that.
Okay.
One of you make a check with advantage.
I guess I'll just do it twice. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, artifact, right, Les?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't plan on that, but yeah. Is that an option?
Fuck yeah.
It is.
Did I just pull God out of this thing? What's going on?
So,
Oh my god.
okay. Okay. I have updated the item. Marrow, go ahead and loot his body and take the item.
How do I loot the...
I believe
do
you
I
can
do
double
that?
click on it to open it.
Double click. Okay. Take. What is this?
So,
Oh, no,
as you
that's-
do this, Marrow gets this understanding of exactly what these quote-unquote, what Kiona referred to as abominations are. And it's you understand this because it is very similar to what you have been doing with the pieces of the Houndmaster of the Houndmother's power that you've been absorbing. These beings are made of fragments of slain gods who have been stitched and woven together into into these monstrous forms that you see between you. So you are able to extract wholly and fully the remaining amalgamated essence of like 2 or 3 different gods, like the scraps remaining of their power, but still incredibly potent of an essence. This essence can be used in crafting an item of your guys' choosing. The essence from Klar is tuned towards ferocity. I don't have a specific effect in mind. Whatever item that you guys choose to make, and whatever materials you choose to make it with, will impact what it eventually does. But whatever you craft with it is going to have the full power of, this fragment of the divine that you have pulled from the essence of this creature. You also know that all of the other quote-unquote abominations here, including Squeeb, hold a similar essence within them.
I'm sorry, Alina. We've got to put him down.
You can try.
It's not ours to take.
And I'm not sure if Marrow wants to share that information with everybody or not, but Marrow understands this instinctively.
I would like to heal Squeeb for 4, please, while this is happening.
Squeeb is healed for 4. Oh, thank you.
That is all I have, friend.
Oh, no, that's... I'm tired. I'm going to... I'm gonna drop this that I've been doing, because I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to be lying to you anymore. Okay? Is that okay?
Of course.
And Squeeb drops an illusion, fades away from Squeeb's body, and the goblin disappears. And in its place is
something I can't see.
Basically a scorpion with a snake's head.
I love him.
Horrifying.
This is me.
I
can
think
see
you're
now
even
why you had
cuter.
trouble throwing the knives.
For the second 20, I will even tell you what the other 4 do, because Seymour could probably give you hints about it, but I'll just tell you directly. Klar, the one that was killed, is ferocity. Boog is strength. Seymour is wisdom. Squeeb is cunning. And Sarah that just flew away is terror.
Can you write that down? That feels like that's something I should have taken notes on. Hold on.
Interesting. I think Mero would just share everything. Maybe
Yep.
not in like the most articulate way, but
One more time, Lev.
Yep, I'm writing it down.
Oh, cool.
Cunning is basically like wisdom, but cooler, right?
You know, trickery, poison, stealth.
Yeah.
Stealth. I'm really good at stealth.
Oh, that's
And
why
poison.
you
Really good at
picked
poison.
poison.
What makes the kids at the wizard school evil?
Oh.
I don't understand that reference.
I don't. I assume he knows about. He's not a wizard, but maybe there's a wizard school where he comes from.
Okay.
Squeeb, I'm not gonna lie to you. This form is cuter.
I don't
I
know.
know, but
Goblins
this
are
was.
pretty
I thought
cute.
the people, because I know, I needed to blend in at the castle, because we were trying to find a place to someone to help us free our friends, and I thought, hey, small little cute goblin thing. It turns out goblins are not treated very well.
That is true.
I know you're kind of mean to me, which is weird because I knew it'd be very, very easy to just, and like gnashes his, teeth a little bit and like clicks his fangs and his stinger. But then you showed up and you're so good. I liked you. You were nice to me and you had like a blessing, very good blessing. Yeah.
Blessing.
I didn't know what it was. I guess Seymour said Hound Mother? I don't know what that is. I'm not very smart. I'm just cunning.
Cunning is smart. Smart with a knife.
Cunning is a brand of smart.
Sometimes. I'm not smart. I'm just clever.
Galahadra has to think about that.
Yeah. So yeah, and just to be sure, you guys are not doing anything to Boog or whatnot. You're
No.
letting them all
No.
rest and heal and such.
Yeah, I don't think we should carve his cunning out of him.
Well, Boog is strength, so
I don't think we should carve his strength out of him either.
he just sort of sits down on the stairs. All right, what now? Seymour just kind of turns to you all and is like, well, I did not plan for beyond this. We are free, but I don't know what else we are supposed to do.
Well, we in the city have to go find a magical item, but you all are always welcome with me, and I don't know what that means to you or what it means in the future, but we can get you out of the city, and your choice is your own.
I can say you're welcome in the Court of Summer. Also.
I still don't know what that is.
I mean, if you find it, you'll know. But you're welcome there. You could come help us get the artifact in the castle. There's gonna be problems with those there's not a nice way of the people from before.
don't want you guys anywhere near it. I'll use you.
Balin, you hear a
Yeah.
voice in your head.
Delightful.
I am Gus.
I don't believe we've spoken like this before, Gus.
It's you give him mental commands and stuff. Like it's typical. There's just not much reason because the conversation's one-sided.
What's going on, Gus?
I am Gus.
I will look around for Gus.
Gus, you left way back at the entrance where you burned the body, and he's just kind of chilling at the entrance.
Okay. Do I have the ability to look?
Yeah, you do.
We have company.
One of them flew away. We might be able to get the others. My set, if you could, and the sort of like smaller woman who was with the black staves that was hidden during your previous meeting puts a cloak over her head and vanishes.
Yeah, we have company.
Likely hold here, see where the notes are before they abscond with them. You do notice one thing. They have something they didn't before. The Alarin has a very large two-handed mace with sort of an intricate decoration.
There it is.
Looks like the relic you came here for.
Are they coming this way, or are they just leaving?
One of them put a cloak over their head and disappeared from Gus's sight, heading towards you guys.
Okay. Hey, Abel.
Yeah.
The people from outside are here, and one of them is cloaked and heading this way.
Oh, that's not good. Let's get.
We have time for a short rest. I don't even know.
We don't have time.
You
for a short rest.
know, because you've also, I think you've also used your short rest.
We have used both short
We
rests.
have.
I don't think I have
I do
any hit
have-
dice.
Did we see the notes?
I do have.
You
all
have
of
the
it.
notes.
We have the notes. Yes.
What are the notes?
They're coded.
I think you have
Burn them.
the research notes.
Research notes. Yes.
Yeah. Can I use some restorative ointment on people since I've got it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
It only takes like an action. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
ointment on myself for 13. And then I'm gonna ointment on Galahadrin for also 13. Who could use some
Lena, go ahead and make a perception check for me if you're posting watch.
Let's see. Is anybody else bloodied besides the pets? I don't think so. But still alive, rather. Wait, why is the door closed?
I did it on purpose.
Okay. I am going to ointment on Scrap and ointment on Dirt.
Alina, you see sneaking through the rubble. Would not have seen her if you weren't being especially vigilant. What looks like that young woman in a sort of dark cloak pulled over her head, and she is just slowly making her way towards you. Sees you sort of standing outside
Hello,
the closed
sister.
door. Ah,
I'm gonna lock in on her.
hello. I did not expect you to see me.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't expect to see you either. She smiles, kind of.
Did you... I believe that Lady Dark Mist is looking for the research notes. She did not find them in the previous chamber. Have you located them?
I do not have them.
Phelan, get over here.
But your group has them.
Where? Oh, I'm not looking at me anymore. Hold on. There we go.
Do you want to make a deception check, or are you trying to, like...
No, I am trying to skirt the truth as much as I can. Because I don't remember Phelan picking them up. I just asked. But I think, but that was me, Rose, asking, do we have the notes?
Yeah.
She sort of reaches inside of her cloak and just itches her shoulder, nervously. Just, I don't think that Lady Darkmist is going to leave here without them.
I can understand that, and I am sorry that we have put you. You don't seem like the rest. I'm very sorry that we've put you in this position. And she means that, genuinely.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Unfortunately, freedom is not something that is allowed to me.
Are they? They're holding you captive, enslaved.
No, my heresy has done that enough. And I'll say with your higher perception, you can see that inside her cloak, on her face, there are just these sickly yellow mushrooms just growing out of her skin.
Gross.
Cute.
Kind of itchy. I'm sorry.
Will you give the notes to her peacefully?
Phelan, did you, or Al, did you tell us about the maze?
Yes.
Will she hand over the maze? And let everyone who is alive in that room and the one who left go?
I will let her know that there is a opportunity for negotiation. Excuse me. She sort of slinks back.
Oh, Gus is following that.
Yep. Yes, my set. They saw me. Useless. Do they have the notes? I believe so. They might be willing to trade them. For the mace, maybe. We don't necessarily need it. But also for the lives of everyone in that room. Sort of looks over, is like, They said everyone in that room, not just their warband? Yes, mistress. Curious. Well, now I wonder who all is there. And she...
Well, she knows we're with Seema and Squeeb.
Yes, this is true. Go ahead and make a stealth check for Gus.
Uh-oh.
Now that she knows that things are here, she is looking around.
Come on.
She sees that poorly polygonal bird and just looks at it and goes, well, we shouldn't keep them waiting. Lead the way.
Arrow, can you step closer?
I did shut the door, by the way, so if she did get past me, the door would have to open.
Yeah. So she...
Hey, out of curiosity, when something says, like, if I can create my constructs in a place that I can see, does it have to be a place that Phelan's eyes can see, or can I create my construct where Gus can see it?
You can create it where Gus can see it.
Excellent.
I abused the shit out of that rule of Foosh. Yeah, so Lady Darkmist sort of comes up and looks at you and it's like, Alina! Just so good to see you again.
You as well.
I'm
going to reach out for Gus.
Yeah. I see that you located the facility.
Hey, can we open the door for a second so Gus can go through where he's fucking
Are you putting Big Gus out there? I will say summoning. Okay. Are you doing this as like an intimidation thing, or?
He's going to be smaller, but I'm just moving him out there.
Okay.
I intend to shrink him down in a second.
Looks over at the large construct. Halloran sort of puts himself, and he is clearly holding how the mace was described to you.
So that's not Big Gus. There you go. There's little Gus.
All right, get
Yep,
out.
I was working.
Nope.
Both
Bunny,
Gus's are
you
here.
gotta get out. Bunny, you gotta get out.
Well,
Come on, silly.
I do
Silly, come on,
believe
They
get
would
out.
like having
Get out,
eyes.
silly, come on.
I point at the construct.
Okay.
There you
I
go.
do believe we have each found what the other is looking for. You're also you're not muted, Barth.
Oh, sorry. I thought I did.
Also, Parth,
No
could you
worries.
move 5 feet
I
to the
do
right,
believe.
just in case?
Yeah. Sorry, I was
There,
getting the dog
There
med.
you go. I got you.
Okay.
I do believe we have each found what the other is looking for.
Hmm.
A
What do
trade.
you think of mine? It
I
is.
am more than willing to give you the Iron Star in exchange for the research notes and materials.
And my other part of that.
Any, believe you said people in there?
I said living thing.
So you did find them.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about Seamall and Squeeb
Yes, the
and a few others.
abominations. Alina, I must ask you, are you a woman of faith?
I believe.
In the Trinity? Or in
Among other
failed gods
things.
that came before?
Ah, you see, everyone's faith matters. Faith is faith.
No, only the Trinity matters.
Well, I mean, I've read of many civilizations that only believe in each other. I've read many
And look at how
things.
far they've gotten.
But yes, you could say that I am a believer in the Trinity. Sworn to a lot of.
Then I do not see any reason why you would want to harbor these remnants of the world that came before the Trinity. I believe Kiona was a bit obsessed with thinking she could harness them and make them useful for us, but you see where that has led. It has not been fruitful, but there are still resources that we can use to better what is left of our civilization.
I mean, true, but isn't one of the tenets of one of the gods? Before I say this, the agriculture one.
Yeah, the Wild Forger.
Does he have like a element about life, like respecting life or some shit, or am I just
The Wild Forger
construing?
believes that natural things exist to be used for the betterment of society. It is very
I would
explicitly
hate these motherfuckers. Why
all
did I
of
choose?
the Trinity is unified in one central thesis of civilization and society over everything else. They are the gods of civilization.
Barf. Why did I fucking Owen?
They're still healers. They help people. They're good. Like, it's agriculture. It's feeding people. It's protecting them from monsters. It's, the defenders and all that stuff. Just, not helping, conservationists and whatnot. They're very much use nature for what it is. I don't think there's been a time in Alina's life where where what the Trinity has ever been at odds with what Alina also thinks is good. Because up until this point, all the things Alina thought were good were also part of, like, society and stuff. Like, pets are great under the Wild Forger. Even, like, you protect your livestock from, wolves and shit.
Yeah. A lot of things have happened. 3 months?
Yeah, about 3 months.
That's the truth.
And I devoutly believe in the Trinity. but at the same time, I've come to cherish all life. I've come to... They do have their purpose. And maybe that purpose is, forgive me for being easy, living. They can do great things by continuing to survive. I believe there's a man that I know, a great man, who would have chosen to do what is right over what is evil. It would be very easy for me to step aside you into that. But there are people I care about.
Whenever you are done, go ahead and make a persuasion check. Whenever you feel like you have stated your case. I say Vidor is pretty thick. Phelan can hear and, like, say what's being said on the other side, but it's really muffled for the rest of you.
Stop it, I'm trying to roll. Moving my whole screen. I'm going to re-up my wings, by the way. As I'm speaking, my wings are going to...
Her eyes are going to go wide a bit, and it's like, oh, this is interesting. I can see that you mean what you say. Unfortunately, I do not think I can simply let these abominations go free. What would you do with them? If we... I need her notes. I'm willing to, at the very least, trade the mace for the notes without violence. I would love to have the rest of my dear deceased friend's research as well, but if you are opposed to that, negotiation... There's literally an item that you guys took that is the notes. Whoever has it has it.
Oh, yes. I remember these notes. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah,
Okay.
I have the notes. Yeah.
It's literally an item.
Kiona's research notes. Looking at them right here. We're all
okay.
set.
All right, great. So she will sort of ask you, like, so if I allow you to let these things leave here, where would you take them?
I am going to actually, as I'm stewing in my brain about what to say, during that speech, by the way, I did look at the sister in the but some have already proven to me, others, they are capable of fitting into... If I could make a jerk, I'm not going to do it, but I would make a jerk off motion in this moment. Civilization. They are respected members. Give them a chance. I would let them choose what they would like to do. They could join me, become part of my team, help me do right in the world, help me change the world. Or let them find whatever end they so choose, whenever they so choose. As is, and I am hard staring at the sister at this point, as is every living creature's right. Heresy, abomination, it matters.
Sort of narrows her eyes at you. You get the sense that is, like, she gives you a look like you're insane.
And maybe I am. Huh. I have founded my entire being upon belief.
What are you that you have such a form yet speak such heresy? Where did you get that? What are you?
Annoyed is what I am. Stop it. I'm not annoyed.
I will note for everybody else, whenever you speak in the chat thing, it shifts Selena's screen to focus on your character, and it keeps on taking her away from what she can see. Just in case you guys
They know.
aware. Okay, good.
They know they're doing it on PR. They're doing it on purpose.
Okay, well. Yeah, she sort of, like, looks and, like, just...
And my echo also appears at this time, too. I am...
Oh, you have been corrupted.
Corrupted. I have been chosen. I have been reborn. I fear no man or woman. Well, I fear a lot of things. I kind of fear fish, but that's like my own personal belief.
You will fear the Trinity, and we're gonna roll initiative.
I'm sworn to the Trinity, homie. I'm gonna... Well, you can hear me. You can come through the door if you want.
Okay, so
are you guys going to allow... Yeah, are you guys going to allow the other 3 living abominations who are here to fight, or are you going to tell them to stay back?
I think we need their help, to be completely honest.
Yeah, we're going to need their help.
And because we are starting combat, and I am not surprised, myself and everybody who's next to me gets 5 temporary hit points.
Can I use a bonus action before we roll initiative, or?
Actually, can I have...
You can definitely hear this coming, so yeah.
Okay, cool.
Then
he and I will switch.
Can I just have everybody be in a huddle around me so everybody gets the 5 temporary hit points, since we knew this was gonna happen?
Well, except for Alina, but yeah.
Except for Alina, yeah. So you can give the NPCs the temporary hit points, but Marrow, Dirt, and Scrap need temporary hit points.
How much is it?
5.
5.
I already had 5.
Graceful entrance.
Can Squeeb and I switch?
Yeah.
Perfect.
There's still a wall in my way.
I will say just for ease, we're going to throw that wide open.
Yeah!
Alright, go ahead and roll initiative, everybody else.
Alina is standing there when you open the door, like wings fully outstretched. She has positioned herself. She's protecting you. That's it. There's what she's...
Rock and roll. I don't remember where my... Oh.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Marrow? You still here, Perth?
Yeah, I was just...
There you go. Alright. So this starts, Squeeb first. Squeeb is gonna run up behind Alina. In this form, you see that Squeeb doesn't really have a dagger. He has a big stinger on his back, and he is going to shoot acid or shoot poison from that stinger. He's going to shoot it at the lady who was talking mean.
Still can't hit.
She shields and blocks it. Alright. Alina.
But I also can't hit where shit, so that's okay. There we go.
Alright, yep, that hits.
And then I'm gonna... No, I'm not gonna move.
Okay. Seamel's just kind of gonna stand back and he can heal dirt. Heal dirt for 7. The sister is going to come up to Alina. She's gonna say, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
And she is going to fling out her hand, and spores are going to come out
That's
of her
my
hand.
nightmare. 40... Doing math.
Did Dirk get their hit points?
Everybody got the 5 hit points. Was there something else?
Seymour healed Dirt for 7.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm resistant
No.
to necrotic damage.
All right. And then she's going to do it a second time, and she's going to throw them at Squeeb. Squeeb takes that, and then Dark Mist. As the spores sort of fall on you and drain the life from you, they go over to Lady Dark Mist and they heal her. All right, Balin.
We're going to use all the points I have left and cast the spell that hopefully goes off. On her? Will that let me do it? No? Okay, we'll try it again.
I see it. I see the jumping jolt.
It worked?
Yep.
We're working.
Yep.
So that'll hit her.
Okay. Alina, you look as she does this. She throws the spores and she looks at you and is like, she's not in this. She's regretting that she has to do this, but she's been ordered to, and she's not of the free will. As she throws these spores and she just starts draining your mentality and throwing it over to Lady Darkmist, from behind your back, a lightning bolt jumps out and fries her, and she just collapses dead.
No, that was Lady Darkmist.
Oh, you threw it
it can be both.
Yeah, it jumps.
Okay, yeah, I mean it's gonna jump, so yeah, let it hit her and then it'll move on.
Okay. Just go ahead and do the jump.
Oh, sad.
Yep, that hits Lady Darkmist.
Okay. That'll be the next guy over. That's gonna miss.
That is gonna miss. Smacks. He swings the Iron Star, clubs it in midair, and sends it careening off into a wall. All right. Anything else?
Yes. As a bonus action, I'm assuming Sister in my set has over 6 intelligence.
Oh yeah.
Then I will get a point back.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Why? Me or
You.
the bird?
You.
Okay. Why?
Let's go ahead and make it.
You can add 5.
All right. Add
17.
So it's 17. All right, noted. All right, anything else?
Nope.
All right, Galahadron.
Have at thee, foul, unloving husband. I will compel a duel with him.
Okay.
Find my spell. Sorry. I should have had it open. There we go. Cast the spell. Him.
All right. He fails.
Perfect.
Sucks, dude.
I am going to stick right here for now.
All right. The abomination is going to charge up the stairs and sort of barrel past the two figures. And what all can I do with this guy?
This is gonna hurt. That's okay.
Yeah, probably.
Going to
The good news, it's probably only going to hurt a little bit.
and just flails wildly and misses Alina with both. Lady Dark
See?
Mist is already, like, you nearly killed her with that. She looks at you with shock, and she's just like, no. What are you?
Your worst nightmare.
The Regent Lord will hear about this, and she casts a spell and disappears.
Coward bitch.
Can't believe she left her husband like that. Like, what are you, the fourth
My
one?
lady? the father, the husband is locked eyes with Galahadron, does not notice. The guy in the back sees this happen, is just like, oh boy. Marrow.
Okay, who's the one with the mace?
Dude in the back.
Not in the very back. This guy, the guy with the shield, like halfway through. Yeah, him. Yeah.
Oh,
That's on me for assuming hammer meant mace.
He's
I modified the stat block.
We're gonna go around this abomination.
Yep.
Just to clarify the pathing.
Yep.
Can you smell Lady Dark Mist?
Oh no, that bitch gone.
Good question.
I mean, she could just be invisible, right?
I realize that 62 damage in one turn is pretty impressive. I'm pissed I didn't kill her.
She
I think
let
you did
me let you know, just so you can continue to feel frustrated. She had 5 HP. If she hadn't been healed by the spores, she would have been dead.
Oh.
God damn it.
Okay.
I think if you move Scrap over 1, you'll get a flanking bonus.
Oh, he's flanked as shit.
Yeah.
He's flanked as shit. Because there's 3 of you on there. Marrow and Scrap aren't touching each other, so that's flanking.
Oh, okay.
Like,
So...
if you fill more people on a guy, he doesn't suddenly become unflanked.
He's solid. He can't leave. He's compelled to duel me.
He is compelled to duel.
Okay. Can I want to tell him to drop it.
Okay.
Where's intimidation? I want to do intimidation.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna make the DC equal to Galahadron's spell save. You do that, he tears his eyes off Galahadron, looks at you, sees that he is now surrounded, looks over to his wife is gone, and he just raises his hand, just drops the mace, and just raises his hand, just like, Pike Snap, we call the abomination off. This isn't. She's gone already. This isn't worth it. We shouldn't die for this. And in the back, Pike Snap is like, I think you have a good point there. We surrender, and he orders the abomination to stand down.
Okay. Dirt's gonna grab
Seamal, can you contact the bird fellow? I know his name.
Sir? No, I cannot. He is already long gone, and I do not know where he went.
Hoping is at the front. Him hitting her wands.
Possibly.
I believe in him.
They are surrendering. Are you allowing them to surrender?
Yes.
Okay.
We're not monsters. We're not monsters.
The abomination just kind of stops and just stands there, just listlessly.
You should kill that thing.
I would rather you not, but I'm not gonna make too much of a big deal out of it.
Where did she go?
Are we still in combat right now? Like, I mean, are we in initiative order?
No, you are not. She has fucked off.
Right before initiative the initiative ends, I'd like to use a Misty Step.
He throws the mace on the pile. So.
Okay, but like just before it, not right there, right? Like here, and deal 5 damage all around me. Please?
Okay. Yeah.
Because I did that.
4 burns.
Did I catch her?
No, you did not.
I do it again right over here. Did I get her?
Nope.
If
All right,
they
one more
believe
try.
she's
One more
gone,
try.
I think she
Right over here.
I
That's the
love this
last.
energy.
I think she teleported away.
You sure she's
Where
not
did she
just
go?
invisible?
Not here.
I'm swinging. Swinging the sword.
If I were to make a guess, back to Avency.
Surely the Trinity frowns on cowardice.
A losing battle isn't one worth fighting.
She left.
She's lived for a long time not fighting fights that would kill her. There's not been many that she's come across, but
Well, that's not very
history of
exciting.
leaving the husbands to die. I'd say I'm not the last one. I'm not the first one. I'd rather not be added to that list at all, if that's okay with you.
I think
I'm
you'd
gonna
be better
pick
off
up the
without
mace.
her anyway.
Can
Is
I pick it
divorce
up?
a thing?
It has it. Yeah, it has its perks. Has its perks. Yeah, divorce is a thing, but it's also like you're looking at this guy. He's like middle-aged, probably not too high of a station or whatnot, and she is. You don't necessarily know the. Well, you would go ahead and make a history check.
Could I use my spell ceremony to ritually divorce him?
No, you cannot. It need to be a thing that he
No.
does. You're not sure of the specifics of like Xeris political stuff, but she's an old elf. She is probably very well connected and very high up.
I'm gonna look at Sir. What's his name?
Halloran.
Halloran. Darkness. Sir Halloran. I meant what I said.
I don't disbelieve you.
I don't know if this makes me an abomination. I know that my belief is still true. I don't know what that means. But I don't want anyone here. Minus a little your wife. But she's gone. And you guys are... Go. You're free to go.
I still think you're a bad husband, but I forgive you.
Greatly appreciated. And Pike Snap starts to order the abomination to like trudge after him as well.
I did not mean to start this, so you know. I meant you no harm.
That was her fault. Her fault. They turn to go. Is anybody else stopping them?
Are they being... What's their vibe? Wait, I just want to walk...
They are terrified. They just want to leave and want nothing to do with any of this.
Wait.
One of their number just got vaporized, and the other one came damn close and then bailed.
You all now realize that this is like a standard war band, and they thought that they were facing somebody equal to them who had been through a lot and were winded, and very quickly realized, oh no, these people are a lot stronger. Yeah, they stop.
Halt! I have two pressing business matters to speak with you of. Your friend, yes, your friend who got electrocuted.
Yeah, you can keep her.
No, hey, be sad first of all.
Not my friend. No, it's just
be sad about. No, be sad. Be sad
don't
about.
Don't know why it would be. They were a heretic and a prisoner. This was their sentence.
Can you explain the heresy? It was mushrooms. We've seen mushroom heresy.
Pike Snap says, "Hey, it's the Caresian heresy."
Caresian. That's the one where.
Hey.
That's the one where Feldspar likes mushrooms.
Yeah. I guess it's the most I know of it. It was, as far as I'm, and this is the father Pike Snap. The Sir Halloran has no idea what any of this means. Father Pike Snap is like, I know the Lady Darkmist just brought her someday. I assume bought her at an auction at a slave thing, and said that it was a very interesting malady, and part of her research was figuring out effective ways to apply it. That's all I know.
To apply it.
Doesn't that make her a heretic? too.
My set, yes, but that's what Lady Darkmist was doing. That's what Kiona was doing, finding ways to apply the power of the enemy and harness it for use for the Trinity.
Aren't you a little suspicious? That sounds kind of like heresy, though.
Yeah, my sister, my set
No,
was condemned.
your wife.
Yeah.
The Lady Darkmist
Not
is
his
what
wife,
he
this
is
Pike
saying.
Snap.
Yeah. Pike Snap. The Darkmist.
I don't listen. I don't run in the circles of wizards. They're sanctioned. The Regent Lord is aware of all that nonsense. The Azure Academy is aware of all that nonsense.
I put my
stay
hand on
away
his
from
shoulder. Look, I don't understand religion, magic, or heresy, but I can tell you that nothing good is happening with Lady Darkmist. Nothing good. Now, my next order of business. I need you, all three of you, even him. I point to the heads.
Right.
I need you to swear that you won't become enemies to us in any form, on the battlefield or in a court setting or in the public.
So I can speak and Father Pike snaps. I can speak for my abomination there. Neither I nor him will become your enemies in any form, whether on the battlefield or in court or politically or such, and I swear on Rithmus's name.
All right.
And Halloran echoes that.
What about him?
It has no brain. I speak for it. It follows my commands. As long as it is under my command, it will follow that same oath. It's not a person.
All right. All right. Now I need the last order of business. I need all three of you to be on better behavior.
As soon as we're out of here, you have my word.
This was disappointing on a number of levels. You were just gonna follow Lady Darkmist and to do whatever nonsense it was with the mushroom heresy and the book, and I don't really follow, but I can tell you that it wasn't good. You need to use your heart.
Yep. No, you're totally right.
You
Totally
need to get a
understand.
divorce.
Was
You
a
need to
bad
get a
move.
divorce. You need to.
I don't think she'll let me. I will do my best to try. She has a lot more political power than I do. I'd probably just end up dead instead if I tried, but I will do my best.
Galahadron, let them go.
Head sewn on.
All
right. Art is.
Ignore that.
Okay, I was like, oh my god.
I have to repurpose some art. It's not perfect. like the girl you killed is not a tiefling. She just has weird fungus.
I do check her body.
She has rags, rusty daggers covered in fungus. She has no money, no other possessions. Just okay. This was they were keeping her as a slave to use for their purposes.
I'm gonna wrap her up in her cloak.
Okay.
We can give her a nice pyre.
And if you are done questioning and making them take oaths, they are
getting
out of here. Aye. They are gone.
So if I examine the sister in my set's body, it's the same like growth that we were observing in what was the town? The starting town where we all met. Creek.
Yeah. Very similar. Different species of fungus, but similar like in what's going on.
Phelan, how are you feeling?
I feel fine.
Not emotionally. Are you emotionally scarred from? And I point.
Not particularly.
I wonder if Galahadron could have cured her.
Well, not to put too blunt a point on it, Abel. She was going to kill us, so I don't.
Yeah, but she didn't wanna.
She wasn't doing it though.
No, she didn't want to. Was that going to stop her?
No. I mean, obviously we had the ability to control that fight a little bit.
This isn't the most enlightened viewpoint, I realize, but we are all exhausted. I ended the fight. There's no reason to sit there and wonder what could have been.
Well,
I do not.
We have the notes. We have the mace. I regret that she is dead. I do not regret that I did it.
I do not regret that you did it either. I am just mourning her circumstance.
I think it was a good shot.
Thank you, Squeeb.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Simo, Boog, if you want to join us.
Yeah, they sort of step up, sort of look at it.
Can I ceremonially do a funeral on this person?
Yeah, you can perform a funeral, right? Yeah.
Can we do a funeral not in the horror blood room show?
Yeah, we should take the body outside. But first, there is this. Can I explore this side corridor over here?
It's a 10-minute funeral.
Oh yeah, it is just you guys could have snuck around and found stuff. There's nothing else.
Okay.
The for game mechanics transparency, the quote unquote hoard was the money that you found on the corpse at the entrance. So.
Okay.
There's a bunch of other like old stuff. None of it is valuable. None of it, like, this place has been just dilapidated and ruined. And you have chosen to spare the other pieces of quote unquote loot. So
sure. You know, though, were they in the palace? I wonder how thoroughly they looted the palace. Let's bury this woman. Let's bury
the other door at the other end of the hallway leads up to the palace. We can go look there.
Yeah, because I feel like people are going to want to take a rest before we head out. And if I could just look around.
It's not really, there's not really, beds or rooms. It's kind of just, rooms. Like, no rooms, just rooms. Oh boy. It's hard to speak with a snake tongue. Human words are really tricky.
That they are.
Yeah. But yeah, there's ruins, but no rooms. It's probably more comfy in like the out there where we set the fire. Yeah, you guys, if you want to, you guys can bunker down here and take a rest. You've dealt with anything that's going to come and attack you, as far as you're aware.
I'm just figuring.
Do we want to move out of the blood room into like a smaller location?
Yeah, we'll definitely set a watch anyway, I think. And I wanted to, I guess, if the trolls have been quote unquote like guarding the ruins from being looted by the gnolls, there might be still some good stuff up there. So take a quick gander now that we have an opportunity.
I hear Thur from Tika's mic about 20 seconds ahead of Thur's mic.
Yeah, we're talking about the weird...
Yeah, my computer's having a lot of trouble with the internet for some reason.
Yeah, this is so freaky.
Weird.
Okay. You guys can take a long rest and we can call it there. Unless you guys, if there's any pre-discussion that you want to set yourself up for next week, we can go ahead and do that during the rest. But yeah, they'll follow the three of them will follow you and rest wherever you are. What is the funeral that Galahadrian is doing for the sister?
Well, he doesn't really understand funerals. So he's it's all like summer things and plants and fire.
Okay, where are you getting those?
Where am I getting those? There are plants everywhere.
Not in the city?
Butterflies. I asked the butterflies who speak with animals to go and get me some.
There are no butterflies anywhere near you.
There are some animals. There are bugs. There are little birds. I get Gus to do it.
You are taking the long rest in a ruined laboratory beneath the castle.
Gus can fly back and forth and get.
Gus can't carry anything. Unfortunately,
Okay,
that has been decided upon a long minute ago.
Can't ceremony, since it's magic, have sort of an ephemeral plant quality to it?
I believe that ceremony enforces a magical effect along with the ritual, but like what is involved in the ritual is like, bring your own butterflies.
Oh, it doesn't say bring your own butterflies.
BYOB.
Yep.
Ooh. Well, I definitely pour one out for her, all right?
Yeah, you
I'm
certainly
making
do.
it as ceremonial and as dignified as I can.
Are you, I believe you mentioned fire, are you burning the body?
I'm going to try to. I realize that I think people here don't do that. But I don't do that either, really. It feels...
If we're dealing with the Creusian heresy, then Abel would insist on it.
Alright. That's the mushroom one.
Yeah, when we encountered it, it was vines, but yeah.
The Nurgle one.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. The body is burned. All right. And everybody, you take your long rest. It happens uninterrupted.
Squeeb, do you miss I've forgotten his name.
Lar?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's better. This, like, I wish he would have lived. That would have been, nice, but it's better than us being trapped in there. So it's roundabout way of freedom.
All right. You want some wine?
Yeah, please.
All right. I pass that wine.
He just like grabs the bottle and just like a snake just half swallows it and just tilts his head back.
Nice.
And Seymour just sort of sighs and looks around and is like, I don't know where Sir would have gone. I believe that for us, we should not return to Aventicuum, or the lands that your people rule. I know that, Alina, you would try to protect us as best you could, but that is not our people. I believe if given the choice, I think that we should go to, I believe she is our sister at this point, and the Hound Mother, and see if she can provide us with sanctuary.
I think that is an excellent idea. I will be sad of losing your company, but I want you guys to do what's best for you.
I'm gonna miss her, Alina, but thank you. And Squeeb just kind of like curls up and like tries to hug you with pinchers and two front legs.
I'll try to hug him back.
Wraps his neck around your face.
Can I join the hug? I know I don't know Squeeb very well.
I have so many legs, and he wraps like some more legs around you.
Oh, how sweet.
Oh, Boog comes up, puts all three of you in just a big hug, and just lifts you lifts you off the ground. Oh, I don't know what happened, but thank you.
All of you, especially you, Squeeb. If you ever need me, I will come.
Yeah, and if you ever need my help, just ask for it.
I will.
He just sort of like puts his forehead against yours, and you feel... All of you feel this sort of wash over you, but you feel like these three have given you some small minor blessing.
Ooh.
Thanks,
It's
King.
not strong enough to be a feature on your character sheet, but you have been blessed by the remnants of whatever gods these things were made from.
That's 1d4.
It is not literal. Well, sure, and that lasts for another minute.
Yes.
All
I
right.
do a backflip.
All right. At the end of your long rest, where are you guys going?
Up into the castle?
Okay.
I think, is that where we wanted to go?
So.
Ghost of Jack and then Jack's real voice?
I just wanted to, yeah, like, investigate the place, see if I could find, like, any other noble stashes that
Okay.
might be a
Go ahead. Yeah, make me investigations.
Are you wanting everybody to roll, or just...
Whoever is making it. So two people or one person with advantage.
Investigation.
Not me.
Not me.
If I've got a +4, so if anybody has better, they can roll. Otherwise, I'll just take the advantage.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, all right. So, what specifically were you looking for?
I want to find if there's any. So you remember how, like, when we were in Mild Home, like, all the nobles had stashes? I'm looking for their stashes because I'm assuming that most of the, like, surface level stuff has probably been picked over at least a little bit during the chaos of the city burning down and people fleeing and everything. But something that's moderately hidden might be able to be recovered.
Okay. Let's see. Let me see if there are any other. You have the only magical item that they would have had. They were not a powerful family. There we go. I'm just going to... Where are you guys? You're over there. All right. Item pile right next to you. You find... Yeah, you go into one of the ruined bedrooms, and you find a stash, some platinum.
Excellent. I'm going to divide this up between everybody. That's what I wanted to find. Okay, so I guess we're heading back to Bosmar and then on to meet up with the princess.
Yeah.
Yep.
You head up out into the city proper. On your way out of the city, you do find like one or two straggling trolls. You guys are fully rested. They're sort of sluggish and a bit injured. You find two of them. They are injured because they're around the abomination that the father left with. It has been torn to pieces. You do not see either of the men or Lady Darkmist herself. It looks like the two guys just left the abomination behind to like distract them while they fled the city. And between the group of you, you were able to quickly dispatch the remaining trolls.
Let's go back.
All right.
Tired of this gross place.
Once you're outside of the city, sort of Seymour, Squeeb, and Boog just sort of look to you and they say their goodbyes again, heartfelt and stuff. Squeeb is like, if you remember, Elena, if you're ever trying to be sneaky, I'm a god, I guess.
Unfortunately, Squeeb, I think my armor prevents. Well, think about you fondly.
Okay. Good luck. I hope I see you guys again. Abel, you said that your sister or someone was with the Hound Mother?
My cousin, yes.
Cousin. I'll say hi if I see them, I guess.
I'd appreciate that. Check in with them. I'll give you their information.
Oh, cool. All right, and yeah, and the three of them head off north towards Bloody Hill, and the rest of you start heading west towards Falnor, and we will call it there.
Can we just make it too fast?
You will make it to Falnor at the beginning of next session. Or is there something you wanted to do specifically at Falnor?
No, I'm just tired of Trav. I just want to be there.
Yes, you will make it to Falnor at the next session.
Okay.
Are we gonna be in trouble?
Did we get what we were looking for?
We did.
Yep.
Okay.